This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Now let's get on to it, man. Last video of the day. Chris Broussard. Things that make you say, Things that make you say, And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. This is a running back mode video. He said, I'm sorry, Portland Trail Blazers, but LeBron and AD is going to win the NBA title. LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologists, and LBJ Stance. This is what they do at their truest and their most properest levels. Let me say it again. This is what they do at their truest and their most properest levels. They always got to keep pushing in the cult-like following the propaganda. Let me say it again. They have to keep pushing in the cult-like following the propaganda. They know that LeBron's going to win the title. LBJ Riders Media are the masters of neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro-linguistic programming, for those that don't understand, that may be new to the channel, is when you delude the subconsciousnness of yourself so you can thereby delude the subconsciousness of others. You have to first believe in the rubbish, right? You have to first become a dodo head and a brain full of mush and a brainwashed follower to what we call Lebron tardisms. Once that happens, once the apostolization happens, so that then the proselytization can take place, what then ends up happening is now you become a Lakota-like follower. In becoming a Lakota-like follower, now you can unction the LeBron ways to all of these other people so that you can turn them into brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head LeBron tards. This is what happens. This is what Chris Broussard is at his highest level. He is the Super Saiyan version of a LeBron tard. So he has to filter the message. But the message that he's filtering is something He Knows the Sport's been telling y'all, but y'all haven't been paying attention or y'all haven't been listening. Let me say it again. It's something He Knows the Sport's been telling y'all, but y'all haven't been paying attention. Y'all haven't been listening. And what He Knows the Sport was breaking down to you guys is this is what the NBA does. When the NBA wants you to know what they're going to do, you got to follow the cookie crumbs, man. This is the problem with NBA fans. They don't want to do this because they just want to have that mind. And I get it. You want to have that independent way of thinking. There's nothing wrong with that. I always implore you guys to be men and women with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. But we also live in a world where realities exist. And in the midst of us being abundance mindset thinkers, in the midst of us having purpose, confidence, and an abundance mindset, we also have to look at the realities that's associated behind all of the issues that's going on. And behind the peeling of the layers, we had a David Stern prior to him dying, RIP, rest in peace. He said he had to bury the bodies. And where he buried the bodies, no one can find them. And now, since he's gone, no one damn sure can find him. Let me say it again. Now that he is gone, no one damn sure can find him. In the NBA, they do a proverbial burying of the bodies. They've done this with LeBron James and biogenesis, when they basically made it seem like he's not on PEDs or PEDs. That whole situation with Miami, they threw that under the rug because LeBron was their golden goose. So they had to make sure that this got swept under the rug. David Stern got personally involved into that to ensure that it wouldn't have a blowback. Not only on him, but his perfect goose plantation slave, i.e. LeBron James. Nike and the NBA need to recoup their investment, y'all. So when Chris Broussard is telling you, I'm sorry, Portland Trail Blazers, LeBron and AD are going to win the title, he's not speaking from a position of weakness. He's actually speaking from a position of strength. Woo. What I said was so deep and profound. And you let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Well, he's not speaking from a position of weakness. He's speaking from a position of strength. And the reason why he's speaking from a position of strength is because he has the inside track. So you guys have to understand, all sports have this. There's a dark element to it. The dark element ensures that the top of the top, the creme de la creme, the highest order of the brass, when they want something done, they will make you, the lamest consumer, via NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, through their goons out there in the media, i.e. LBJ Riders Media, propagate this situation in a roller coaster effect to make it seem like it's really reality. Because roller coaster gives you the impression of passive aggressive. This is what narcissists do to people, right? When they want to use them, they do this passive aggressive shit on them. One day everything's good, one day everything's bad. One day everything's good, one day everything's bad. The reason why they want to keep this roller coaster going is because they want to keep your emotions out of whack. This is what LBJ Riders Media do to your lamest consumer ass. If you're a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head, they got to keep putting you on a roller coaster. Because if they roller coaster your emotion, what they can do is they can roller coaster their information. Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. Let me drop them gems and let me drop them jewels again, because that needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. So hear me. Well, if they roller coaster your emotion, then they can roller coaster the information. That means in the roller coasters of you going through your highs and you going through your lows. Oh man, you see the Lakers, they got exposed. Oh man, the Lakers, what the fuck? The NBA is trying to make sure that they win. When they do those two extremes, it throws your equilibrium off. Equilibrium is your ability to see things in a very still fashion. The ability for you to lock in and focus. They want you seeing things like this. This is how they do your brain. They turn it into a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo headisms. So when they're playing chess, you gotta play super chess. You see how you just did that? You re-brought it back to stillness. When they're playing chess, you gotta play super chess so that you re-bring them back to a stillness to let them know you ain't gonna pull this fast one on me. But Chris Broussard is filtering the LBJ Riders Media decoded or decoded message by letting you know things that are going to come. Because he's not speaking from a position of weakness, he's speaking from a position of strength. The position of strength that he has is he's telling you that guess what, fools? LeBron James and AD are going to win this title. And you know why you have to take Chris Broussard seriously? Because he's an NBA insider, folks. Woo. Man, how many times the He Knows the Sport got to drop these nuggets, though? How many times I got to drop this He Knows the Sport Yoda fashion on your ass? Chris Broussard is a credible insider, y'all. NBA insider. So when he's speaking, he's not speaking only from just a LBJ Riders iteration of just sitting as an LBJ Riders Media. He's actually an insider. He's a Super Saiyan or swooped up version of an LBJ Riders Media because of the inside intel that he has. The Portland Trailblazers are not going to beat the Lakers because from an X's and O's standpoint, which I broke down emphatically in that other video, they just not going to cut the mustard. But there's also the other element that even if the X's and O's break down, let's say Portland Trailblazers ramming the Los Angeles Lakers, the other elements got to come in involved. Lagoon reffing, NBA and Nike merging to recouping their $90 million investment. All of these things have to factor in so that this fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title, this least path of resistance NBA title is basically quantified, it's calculated, and it's verified. This is what happens at its highest levels. Again, this is what I told you guys. Operate and unction into the 4-minute and 59-second rule. Listen to these fools for 4 minutes, 59 seconds. Get your rabbit ass up. Go do something for 15 minutes and bring your rabbit ass right back into a 4-minute and 59-second block. You have to put them in 4-minute and 59-second block intervals. Because if you listen to anybody for 5 minutes or longer, NLP will have taken its toll. Let me say it again. If you listen to anybody for 5 minutes or longer, regardless who it is, and it can even happen to me, NLP has taken its toll. Neuro-linguistic programming has taken its toll. And hence, you would now become a slave to that brain full of mushing, that brainwashing, and that thereby dodo headisms that's associated behind the NLP and those that are operating and controlling and governing themselves by the NLP, i.e. LBJ Riders Media. So when a Chris Broussard, an NBA insider, tells you, sorry, Portland Trailblazers, the LeBron James and AD are going to win the Los Angeles Lakers, peel your freaking ears and listen, because he's not just speaking from a position of the weakness, he's speaking from a position of the strength. I keep the foot on the what? On the X. I keep the foot on the what? On the X. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.